It was these young, hip, urban kids who can make something ridiculous look really cool. They played in Huaraches, these basketball sneakers that nobody would have played in, but they played in them and made them popular. I mean, Huaraches, yo, like that was crazy.
At first glance, everyone was shook. Was it a sneaker or a sandal?
The original Huarache was one of those shoes where you kind of wonder what Nike's thinking.
Other people would have said, you know what, you're not going to make a basketball shoe based on a sandal, you know? I mean, anybody else would have said that's ridiculous.
And then you put them on and you play and you're like, oh yeah, that's what Nike's thinking.
Truth be told, that Flight Huarache 92 was minimalism at its best.
I was really trying to strip away material, trying to find not only ways to lighten up the shoe, but make it feel more natural.
Combine the comfort of a sandal with the performance of a sneaker, and then strip away anything that was unnecessary. At first, few ball players would rock it.
They just looked ridiculous.
But then fate intervened. 5 cats from the Midwest decided to take the Huarache with them on their trip into basketball history.
What they took with them was the things that they were doing every day in the streets anyway. So the cats over at Michigan, they didn't want to wear the hot pants, so they put on the longer shorts that like they would wear in the hood.
That's when we talked to Coach Fisher. It was like, man, can we wear long shorts? He's like, well, you know what, you guys can wear these long shorts, no problem at all, just give me some wins.
And that became a staple in basketball. There's no such thing as hot pants in basketball anymore.
I know me, I went out and bought my Michigan shorts and my Michigan jersey because I thought those were the coolest dudes around.
We picked up a pair of black Nike socks. And we were like, well, what will Coach think about this? And we were like, well, you know what? We can't let him see the socks until we go out there on the court. And before the tip of the game, we put the socks on. You know, our names were called. You know, we were about to get ready in our jump ball. We took our warm-up pants off, and then there we go. All 5 of us had on black socks.
So you had these kids straight out of high school, and they just brought really an attitude and a swagger of like, hey, we belong. I don't care that, you know, we're freshmen. Who cares? You know, we're just as good as the seniors.
They brought coolness to the court. They were like, we're going to wear sneakers that no one else has, and they're going to be cool. Nobody had them. Nobody else wore them, so it made them cool.
They had more swagger than college hoops had ever seen, and they had the game to back it up.
They played like with force. There was like an all-star team already back in the day.
When others looked at the 92 Huarache and said, hell nah, these 5 said, hell yeah.
Who would have thought to play in them Huaraches? They look crazy. They didn't even look like you could play in them. But, you know, if you play basketball, you realize that they're super comfortable.
And so it came to be that the Huarache found an iconic team to represent it to the world.
We had no idea that we was going to make a huge influence on college basketball.
You know, kids took to that. You know, like kids were like, wow, that's how I want to play ball.
The only question the 5 had was, do they come in black?